Are you okay? It's okay. Okay, thank you, my dear colleagues. Now, as president of this jury, I'm going to say what I think about this job. You know, the job of the president is something very nice because you make other people work for you, and you just come and say, okay. Especially when the job is well done, as it is the case here. But I have, let's say, 4 small questions that I want you to answer. Mr. Adamu, you wrote your thesis on the title Water Management Stakeholders and Urban Planning in Limbe, Southwest region of Cameroon. Okay. If you are granted this PhD, let's say you are going to your village tomorrow, and your people ask you what your thesis is about, what would you tell them in your mother language?
Thank you very much, Prof.
This is my first question. The second one is this one. I would like to say if it is necessary for every geographical research to be based on concepts. Is it necessary to use concepts in a geographical research? Is it absolutely necessary to use concept? Third questions, how many of the concepts that you use, how many of the concepts that you use are African concepts? If there are, how many of these concepts are from African researchers? My fourth question and the last one is the question of the implementation of your work in the professional field. You talk of government, you talk of NGOs, something like that. How do we think your thesis can be implemented in the professional field? These are my 4 poor and simple questions. Now you have the floor. First of all, the abstract of your thesis in your dialect.
Thank you, President.
Akwai makaranta?
We are making research for our community, for our people, for ourselves. So they have to understand what we are doing. This is the reason of my question. If you have to summarize it in, let's say, 3 to 5 minutes, what would you say?
I will tell ruwa rayuwa ce, saboda haka ruwa haske ne. So idan mun gyara ruwa, mun gyara rayuwa. Idan mun ɓata ruwa, mun ɓata rayuwa.
It looks like you are ashamed of talking your language. What's wrong?
I understand what he's saying.
Eh?
I understand him what he's saying.
So why are you? Are you ashamed of your language? Are you ashamed of yourself? This is your culture. This is you. Feel proud to speak your language.
Dukan addini a duniya, dukan mutane suna bukatar ruwa domin su sha, domin su haskaka jikinsu, domin su yi sallah, domin su yi addini. Saboda haka ruwa na nan gabanin babban abu da ya fi kowane abu a duniya da ya ci a bashi daraja. Saboda haka mu duka jama'a da gwamnati da kowa mu sa aikin ruwa a gaba, don shi ne rayuwar da zai taimake mu da 'ya'yanmu da za su zo su
I hope there are people in the room who understand what he has said. So many. So what's wrong? Why are you ashamed of your language? Eh? Okay. We assume that all was good. Now you go to the second question. Is it necessary? Is it absolutely necessary to use concepts in geographical research? If yes, why?
Thank you very much. It is really absolute and necessary to use concept in any geographical research. Because with concept, it guides you on what is available in the area that you are researching. So it gives you a focus to bring out results that can justify whether that concept is true or not. If that concept is not true, you might be able to bring another concept that can add to that concept or divert from that concept.
Personally, I don't agree with you. Because you should even draw concept from your own thesis. Why not? Why not? It is good, it is important, but it is not necessary. Because you should be able to get concepts, theories from any geographical research, including your own. Right? It's good, it is important, but it's not absolutely necessary. Now, if we have to get concepts from your own job, what would you get? Haha.
I'll propose a concept on urban planning and water management.
By saying what? The fact is that you were not aware that even from your own job, people should take concepts and theories. So that will be your homework from now. To have and to see how you can transform, how you can extract concepts and theories from this thesis. Because you can do it and you should do it. We should not be there always copying what other people have said, copying all that how you call them, Professor Ndi, help me. You are going to take all these people have been doing, and we should do something from our own jobs, from our own researches. Okay, there was another question from this one. How many of these concepts are African?
There are none.
No one. And you are talking of Limbe. No, so?
Yes.
And the concept that you used was based on which towns? Western towns. European towns. Can you tell me any European town which is like Limbe? Now you see why I'm telling you that not every geographical research should be based on concepts. Because all is different. The society is different, the community is different, the management, even water management is different. So I think we should try to create our own models. We should create our own concepts based on our own realities, which is not the same like elsewhere. Right?
Yes.
Okay, now we go to we move next. How many of the concepts that you use were done by Africans. None. Right? So, what do you want us to say now? That Professor Lambi has done nothing? Professor Balga, nothing? Even my humble self, nothing? Professor Tabi, nothing? Professor Ndi, nothing? And the one who supervises your job. You give all the interest of your job to people who don't even know you, who don't know Limbe, they don't know Buea, they don't know anything from you. Even you don't know anything from them. But you gave them all your job, and your teachers are there. What would you say for that? This is the problem that I've been raising everywhere. Our students don't know us. They don't use our job. It's like, yes. You know, you was afraid to speak your language. This is how you are afraid of, you are ashamed of us. Professor Lambi has been granted generations of PhD. And now you say you don't think you didn't see anything important from him, from research, from you go and take the concept of what? Can you tell us the concept that you used in your PhD? How many concepts that you used? 7 concepts, and all from abroad. All of them. So there is no geography in Cameroon. There is no urban geography in University of Buea, in Chang, in Douala, in Yaoundé 1, Mawa, nothing. You should go abroad. To make sure that you have done something. For me, it's nothing. It's nothing, because you should go from where you are. You should see what your teachers do and bring something even from your own thesis. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the last one. The implementation of your work. This is my last question.
Well, I will propose a bottom-up approach.
What?
Bottom-up approach
Yes. From who?
from the local,
From a Westerner again.
from our millet.
Are you aware of the researches of Professor Leo Gomeda on this bottom-up approach? Leo Gomeda, Professor Leo Gomeda at the University of Yaoundé 1, the colleague of Professor Diomfre. He wrote articles and books on this bottom-up approach. But I'm sure, as he's not a white man, you cannot you cannot mention it. You don't even know them. Even your principal supervisor, Professor Ndi, I know his works. He's written so many things about that. Okay, go on.
So thank you for.
I think other students here in the room should take note that your teachers are working. We are also working. We are also doing things, and very good things, and even better things than what you go and take abroad there. And we should see it in your thesis. Take note for that. Okay. As chairperson, I don't know whether any other colleagues also have?
Just a remark.
Yes.
I wish to actually express profound gratitude that you did find time to be here and to impart on us and to encourage us on what to do. In fact, that's one of the things that I think UB is yet to incorporate it, especially in the Department of Geography, that some of the works of the teachers, the students don't even know it.
Yes.
I think it's an eye-opener that the postgraduate students will be encouraged to start looking for what their lecturers have been doing,
Yes.
to have it incorporated into their thesis where necessary, so that we also should be able to sell ourselves to the world, not
Yes.
always using foreign concept that does not tie with our own environments. Thank you, Professor.
Okay. Professor Ndi, any final remark or?
Not much. Just expressing my appreciation as well
Okay.
for the fact that Baba has finally presented his work.
Okay.
And just also emphasizing the point of race, which is very pertinent.
Okay.
Because if you don't sell yourself, others will not sell you. And just to encourage Baba to free himself up, because he is some sort of tied. You need to, if you get a PhD today, you may become a teacher.
Yes.
And as a teacher, you need to be expressive. You see, you don't need to be shy. Don't look at people on their faces and then you shrink. You see, because no matter how much you know, it is by the power of expression that you convince people that you know it. But sometimes you need to tell people that I have something to say.
Yes.
Yes, that I have something to say. Don't always wait for people to ask you whether you have something to say. You need to take the floor and make your point powerfully. When you make your points powerfully, it convinces people that you are aware of what you're saying. I'm saying so because you have been a bit shy today.
Not even a
You
bit.
see, always trying to close your eyes and you almost went under the table.
Okay.
Like behaving like a newly wedded girl who is afraid to look at the uncles on the faces, the aunties. Always closing the eyes like that. You're a big man now. Hey, Baba. Yes, look at what you're doing.
Okay, Professor Lambi, any final remark? Okay, Professor Tabi. Okay, now I just want to announce that we have created the Cameroon Geographical Society, where we are going to put all the scientific information, like articles, books, even theories. So I ask all the geographers in this room to be part of this this society. Okay, having said that, I will ask, what is the practice here? We leave them?
No.
The
audience go out.
okay, we are going to ask you to leave the room so that we can consult. Thank you.